Welcome back guys to another video. So in this video I thought I'd do a sit down, bit different from washing cars and stuff. Sit down, talk about how it all began. So if you've been following the channel since I started really, you would have seen the journey all the way up until this very moment. So let's go right back to where I haven't really explained myself so before all this detailing stuff, arting, I was a painter and decorator before all this. Did enjoy art, to be fair. Went to college, had my level 2, had an apprenticeship, started on site, and then done that for I think about, how long was it? I'm trying to think now, a good couple of years. Enjoyed it to start with, and then towards the end it was getting a bit crappy. Pay was starting to do my head in. Travelling further afield, getting less fuel and stuff. That's another story. Done that for a long time. And then it was my birthday on one of the years. It was my birthday, so me and the missus went away to Tenby for a weekend. We had a week away. And then on the way back, we unfortunately had a car crash. I instant photos of the crash. It was a really big crash, massive. Basically, cut long story short, I cut the roof off, getting me and the missus out, rushed to hospital, I had stitches in my leg and stuff. Yeah, it was a mess. So after that, I was on the sick for I think about 6 months. I was on the sick, and when I was painting, I was subcontracting. Obviously, I didn't have pay, I just had state pay, which is like 90 quid a week. So that was making me think in the meantime of healing and stuff. So then I was thinking I didn't want to go back painting again. I didn't enjoy it. It was getting to my head in. So I give it the benefit of the doubt. I think I give it like a day and a half, 2 days. I thought, nah, I'm jacking this in. So I literally picked up my tools and just went home early. I phoned my missus on the way home. I said, I've got to get for I said, I can't be bothered for this anymore and all that stuff. I'll jack it in. So I just went home never went back after that. So then my mother was a cleaner in the school. She's like a supervisor. So she said, well, you just start part-time until you find something you want to do. So I thought, oh, do you know, that's a good shout. I thought I'd do it, I'd give it a go. So that's when I started. The part-time job came into place then. So it was 3 hours a day, 3 till 6. So it was something you start at 3 o'clock and you leave at 6 o'clock in the evening. So you get the rest of the day then to do what you want. So I didn't mind that. So me and the missus, we was living in a house in Enniskillen, and then we moved house, and I don't know when we moved, I'll have to ask her. But we moved house basically, and the house we moved into, which we are still living in now, had a garage, but it wasn't really a garage. You couldn't fit a car in it. It was kind of like a shed. Yeah, so moved in not intentionally to do anything sort of thing with the garage. It was just to get away from this place because it was like a nightmare. It was on a main road and there was no parking. It was it's do my head in. So we moved from there to there. And then we had our firstborn, Ruben. You've probably seen him on the channel. He was born in August. And then I thought, I'm going to do something with my life. I'm going to just start trying to change my life. I want a better life. I'm going to do something that I actually want to do and that I enjoy, that it's not work. So I remember just washing the car. It was always something, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but it was always something to do with cars. Whether it's cleaning, fixing them, putting kits on them, anything So I started washing my car. I always used to enjoy washing my car. Always used to do it on my Saxo and all my cars, to be fair. I never took them to roadside stuff. I always used to do it myself, always enjoyed it. So I remember doing my car, and then done my parents' car on the hill where the first video is. So that hill, that's obviously where the garage was. Done my car. I thought, I'm going to try and do something about it and start cleaning cars for some money, because I can fit it in between where I can fit the cars in the morning and I can just start doing the cars, my part-time work in the evening. So I started that. So yeah, I done my car obviously for for portfolio, I need to start to build a portfolio to my car, to my brother's car, my mother's, my father's, my missus' car, and that. So I thought, it was one of the cars on the hill. It was full of green. I didn't see a photo. It was a Ford Focus, just a normal car, but it was like full of green. It was like minging, like fair play. But I knew the neighbour, so I knocked the door. I said, would I be able to clean your car? I won't charge you for it, like, just if I can clean it for you, just to get some photos, because I'm going to start at my own valeting company, like. She said, yeah, crack on. So we just cleaned it. I spent about, like full day on it. Like where the photos I took before and after, it was getting dark. It was a good like 6-7 hours on a weekend. That was the first ever photo, first ever car I done. She was well happy, so I thought, I'm going to keep doing this. So then they started designing a logo, started to think of a name for the company. Started to do a Facebook page, Instagram page, all that stuff. Me and Laura done it together, and then didn't have any money, didn't have no money at all. All I had was part-time money, and she had her money. To the point where I had to design the business cards. I designed them, bought card from shop, and then printed them from my printer in the house, and then I remember cutting each card up. So you'd have a sheet like that. Cards, it'd be like 6 cards on it, and then I remember cutting them up with the scissors, like. And I remember the printer the printer was broke after that because you'd be putting too thick of a card in. But yeah, we used to cut them up, and we used to just chuck cards everywhere, like. And then I had a sign in the back of the window, Dixon's Valeting. It was like a wash for £5 and a valve for like £10, something like that, like. So then it was starting to take shape, like everything in place, and then I thought I'll do the garage. So the garage on the hill was nothing special. It was just literally a box, a shed. It was minging in there. It was all dirty, dusty. It was just minging. So swept it all, give it a hell of a clean. Started to paint the walls. Painted all the walls white, and then my father done the black line around black. Bought some cupboards, chucked cupboards in there, chucked 2 chairs in there if people actually wanted to stay. I thought this chair's there if, they do or whatever. Kettle, tea, coffee. Started to buy some like cheap chemicals from like, I think the cheapest ones like Asda. I bought a shampoo in Asda for like $2.50 for like 2.5 litre, which I thought was good value, like. And it was decent, to be fair. So just started with what I could, like. Bought jet wash, bought Karcher, I think K2. Had the snow foam brands that comes with this, so I just use that for now. Started to do some more research into actually valeting cars, like. 2 seconds. Yeah, so started to watch people like Amo, AWC on YouTube. Who else? Forensic Detailing channel, watched a hell of a lot of him, still do, always learning. Just started trying out these different brands and different chemicals and stuff, and stuck to what I know. I stick to what I use, which is good back then. Now, like, I don't really change much. There's no point changing if you get the same result, like, in my opinion. So, started there. Started doing more cars. I remember it was like on a Saturday and Sunday. I remember I was buzzing over this. I earned like 90 quid on a weekend, like. I was like, that's a good bit of money, like. Yeah, I kept doing it, started to get more local people come in. For the valets, I wasn't doing any sort of like polishing. Maybe I done like 1 or 2 on the hill, but I didn't want to really dive into that. In that environment, I didn't feel like it was right for me. Outside and stuff, like, it's a different subject, that is, anyway. I done a couple of jobs, like, and they were happy, but it wasn't like, I wasn't happy with the environment and stuff anyway. So I kept going, grafting, and an opportunity came. I think I was on the hill for about 2 years. Yeah, 2 years on the hill. An opportunity came up for me to sublet a unit, which you would have seen the video. And it was something like £400 a month. And I was like, oh, do you know what? I'll have a think with Laura about it. So we had a chat. Like, I was quite a big risk in mine, because I'm going from Tonopandi to Pontyclean. Now it's like quite far away from Tonopandi, and I didn't think customers would come from Pandy to obviously the new place in Quite it was, but I thought, oh, do you know, I'm going to go for it because then I can dive into more of the machine polishing and the ceramic coating, which is always what I wanted to do. This is what I always wanted to aim the business at, is more specific to them types of jobs. That integrate like bread and butter, but the main goal is to obviously always do paint corrections and the stuff and the ceramic. So I had to chat with Lauren. We had a good chat with the parents. I said, look, what do you think? Like, he said, it's up to you, like, it's up to you what you want to do and stuff. So I thought, oh, I'm just going to go for it. So I think I moved in January. I can't remember the years. I'll have to try and think again, photos. In January. So I hired a van. My dad had a van from work. Didn't hire it. My dad had it from work. So we chucked everything in the back. All the cupboards, all of the jet wash, the chemicals. Chucked in the van, went up there. It was like a full day, just trying to get everything up there. And then in the weekend I would just obviously sort it out, like clean it up and wherever. So I had to adjust my Facebook page now, the different address. Started to come up with different prices because obviously now I got a bit of a overhead to obviously think about. So I had to consider that, put all that into factor, which was a big learning curve. Like, don't really think about stuff like that, but obviously when you've got a rent to pay again, you've got to adjust your price, like, it's common sense, like. So started doing the violets. Again, this was a really good place. It was a really good area, to be fair. Didn't think it was going to be such a good area, but it was busy traffic, constantly flowing traffic. I had lights on the side, which the guy said that I was renting, you could have these lights, so already it was looking good. Like, it was stuff in the back which I just put the chemicals on. I had my cupboards again, checked my cupboards there. So everything's neat and tidy. It's always been neat and tidy, even to where the garage was on the hill. It was always neat and tidy, like. Because in this trade you gotta be clean and tidy. It's the cleanest part of the trade, cleanest car trade. So done the first car, done washes, still doing the washes and the full valets. But then on the side end, always doing paint correction videos, always watching, I'm learning, trying to get tips and stuff. And I thought, I'm going to do ceramic coatings now. So obviously the first ceramic coated car I done on myself, which was the 3 Series there, the 320i. Obviously I filmed all this, done a minor paint correction on that. Really enjoyed the process of doing it, and then the final result of the coating, laying the coating. I think the first coating I done was like an angel wax one, Enigma or whatever. So I was happy with that. I started doing prices for polishing and ceramics. Can't remember what I was charging, but it didn't take long until I had my first ever ceramic coating booking. I remember I was so happy about it. I'll put a picture up of the car. It was funny enough, it was the same car, same colour. So that was in for the week. It was in for the same job basically as what mine was. Full interior. It was full works, like, minus minus the wheels, I think. Just had a good clean. I can't really remember, but I remember doing that. And then as like a memory, I thought, oh, I'm going to treat myself now. I'm going to buy a watch. It was nothing special, but it was just an Accurus watch with a red dial. It was lovely, like, still got it. I thought I'll always look back on this now when I open my watch box up, as if, like, I remember that's sentimental, like, it's not worth much, like 50 quid, but it's always that, like, sentimental memory, like. So done that one, and then I remember doing a couple more in that place. Not many people did have the ceramic, but even if they just had the car polished, done a couple loads of polishing jobs. I remember doing the first Porsche car, which made me fall in love with the brand, really. It was a Porsche Macan. Again, that was booked in for polishing and ceramic coating. I remember doing the car inside and like the difference in leather and stuff. I was just like blown away, like how nice the quality was inside. It was mint, like. I was like, oh, I'll have to get one of these one day. And then the Macan, I done an old Carrera, just convertible. It was like a new Boxer I done, which was immaculate. That was in for polish. That was like, I'll put a photo up on that. That was lush, like I loved that car. Customer was over the moon with that, fair play to him. And then kept working again, constantly working, like late nights and stuff, the stuff we don't see. Getting on at like 9 in the night and stuff, especially with my boy Ruben as well. He was like newborn and stuff. It was hard, like it was tiring, but you don't see it, you just push through, like. And then I was there for 6 months. I was at the Kuyker. So I remember it's now like it was yesterday. Christ, 6 months I was there for. I remember it was on a Friday. My daughter was born, just been born, and she had to go. It was home birth, so we had her in the house. And then we had to get an ear checked in the hospital, because obviously they do these certain checks. They can't really do them in the house, like. So we had to go in the hospital in the morning. But I had a text on my phone. I won't have the text. I've deleted it. Like, far gone that clown. But it was basically some stupid excuse saying like, oh, I've been caught out wherever, subletting wherever, you're gonna have to go, like. And I thought that was a bit weird, because I've been talking to people on the site for a while now, starting to get friendly with them, like. But then it did come about that the owner of the site doesn't allow subletting, like, doesn't want it, and he found out. So like, fair enough, I had to go, but it was no, like, the guy I was renting off didn't give me any warning. We're reasonable, we're understanding. Like, I had a whiteboard like this, I don't know if you can see it, I had a whiteboard like that with all the jobs booked in, as well as obviously on my phone. But when I'm in the unit, I'll know where I got in, so if people came in to say like, can you fit me in on this date, I would know, like, sort of thing. It's quicker. So I had jobs booked in, like starting to go through into October and stuff, and I was like, well, I got work booked in. I had work booked in, like, anyway. Started to get, in the unit, it started to get a bit like weird, so my father said, when you get a little camera in the corner of the unit, to start, like, just in case, like, God forbid anything happened, because I was starting to get like nicer cars and stuff. So like the petition wall we had to separate us, there was a door, and my father ended up putting a lock on the door, because I didn't trust that guy, like, next door, and he was already getting a bit thing. But on the Friday, when he sent me that text, it was a motion came up on the camera, and I checked the motion, and then this is when I just went mad, like, because I checked the motion on the camera and I played back, and the guy next door crowbarred the door open. Thank God I didn't have a car in it. Crowbarred it open with his own man, and we just walked around my side of the unit. Like, I get it, like, this is his unit, but that's my side. It's like a separate business, you don't do that. But they broke through the door, walking around, and then they were looking at my whiteboard, looking at my work. So fundamentally they knew I had loads of work booked in, but they still, like, basically get out. So I went down there. I was phoning my old man on the way, my brother and stuff. Did my brother come down? I don't know. Anyway, went down there. Father was on his way down from work. I think my mother went with Lauren to get a baby checked and stuff, so I just said, like, keep me updated, I'm gonna have to shoot. Absolute clown. Went down there. Had a chat with him. He was shouting and bawling, kicking off for no, I don't know why he was kicking off, shouting. I was being calm, I was being collective, like. He was kicking off, giving her the big gun, basically saying, get out, like, no time for you, whatever, just get out. So I said, oh, do you know, whatever, I'll keep a peace. I'll just grab my stuff, and I started to load in the car, like. And then a couple of guys over across the road came over, and they were saying, what's going on, like, so I was explaining, so they just, kicked me out. No reason wherever, I'm screwed, like, no way for my stuff to go, like, so they said, well, I'm going away for a month, when you're on my compound, and then, in the meantime, in the month, see if you can find your own little place, like, so I said, oh, that's great, like, do you want any money? He said, no, I don't want money. I was really, like, grateful that they helped me out there really big time, because I was in tears, like, I was like a mess. I was absolutely, like, angry but sad at the same time, because I thought, like, it was the end, but they gave me that chance to still trade at the site, at the area. Just obviously no unit, but I didn't care about it. I just wanted somewhere to, so I could still do the cars, like. So yeah, I kept a couple of stuff in the unit, and then I had cupboards and stuff that I kept that I had to keep outside with my stuff. No, I kept my stuff in another guy's unit, that's it. It's all the polishers, all the electric stuff, the stuff you can't get wet, kept it all in there. And then in the compound I had my gazebo up constantly, so cars would come in and then I'd wash and stuff, and it would work by there, like, so that was going good. But then a month down the line he came back. He said, I'm gonna need the space. I said, yeah, that's fine, I understand, like. And then the guy, so I was here, I was probably about by here, and then the guy on that compound said, you can have my compound until you find somewhere, because I still couldn't find anywhere, like. So again, I said, do you want money? No, I won't charge you nothing, don't worry about it, just try and sort yourself out, like, wherever. So in the back of his yard there was a little tiny box container, so I took everything from this unit to the container. So everything was there, which is, like, great, like. So again, the gazebo was up in the corner underneath trees and stuff. Started working there, and then it was kind of like October to December sort of thing. And it's like in the winter, if you're a valet or whatever, it does dry up, like, it's hard going. And the guy I started to dry up basically, and the guy who owned the unit could see that it was drying up. He could see that it was drying up, and he said basically, like, in a lovely way, he said, look, I'm gonna need my space back. You're gonna have to go, like. I said, oh, look, I'm grateful for what you've given me the opportunity and chance, like. I said, that's great, no worries, I'll be out your way. And I went then, and I remember our drive home was like, like, this is just like, this is mad, like, what's going on? So I worked like hell all the way. I thought, like, what's going on? Like, I'm working like a dog constantly from when I started to now, and then I'm back at fucking square one, like. It's getting annoyed. Again, all this was still within my part-time job. I still had the job. I had to, for security for my kid and my partner, and to pay bills, still had bills and stuff. So I went home, and then I think I was looking online constantly every day, every week for units. And if you've ever looked for, like, a commercial unit for, like, valeting work, you know how hard it is to find a place, like, because it's like, as soon as you mention, like, car to some, like, landlords or some letters, they're not bothered, because they either think it's absolutely stinking, you can have oil everywhere, wherever, just, like, dirty, like, even though you explain again, it's the cleanest trade, you gotta be immaculate. It's not like constantly flow, it's like appointment only basis, like, they weren't having it, like. So I was looking up in Blackwood, and then looking up in Caerphilly, looked in Pandy where I was. There was waiting list there, it was loads. I looked at loads, and every time we viewed one, I got excited. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put this by there, you always seem to, like, get excited and start to, like, plan in your head what you're gonna do. Must be just me or whatever, but, and then when you get said no, like, it's like, like, what's next, like. So I remember going in on work on a Friday, went to work. My mother was obviously the supervisor, said, Mum, can I view this unit? It won't take me long, like 10 minutes. I got 2 units to view that day. It was one in Blackwood, and it was this one in. So she said, yeah, don't be long, don't take a mic. So I didn't, like, I went straight up to Blackwood. Blackwood was kind of like it was alright, but it was a bit small. But I only wanted a small place. Like you said, it's only me working there. But the area's out the way, and if you know where the valleys are, like from Tanapandy to Blackwood, that's one hell of a drive. So that weren't really a shout for me anyway. And then this one came up, and I drove from there, drove straight over here. I remember the road it took me over this like B road. It was absolutely shocking. It was like, oh, big potholes in the road. There's like tractors everywhere. It's like, oh, where the hell am I going? Like, this can't be the right way, surely. I remember pulling up down here, and I parked up in the Clio, and they were doing stuff in here, like, and I walked down, and I met the guy, the estate agent, like, and he came on to me and he said, oh, you Ryan? I said, yeah. And I had to chat with the old guy who was moving out here to go to a new place. We had a chat with him, like, and stuff. And there was a varata there, and he was saying, like, are you going to move in here, are you? I was like, well, yeah, I'm going to try to, like, I need a place. Like, he said, oh, it's expensive and stuff. I said, yeah, I don't really care, like the money side of it, I don't know, it could be stupid or whatever, but, like, it didn't bother me. I knew I'd get the money anyway, like, it wouldn't faze me, like. He kept saying, like, oh, it's expensive, you got this and that and that. I said, well, it's fine, like, you ain't paying for it, I ain't paying for it, it's fine, like, chill out. He kept on that stuff, like, but then, nice enough bio anyway, and I actually talk to him now and again. He's sound like, yeah, so he's fine, got his gold, fair play. I left from here, went home. I went back to work actually, and I phoned up Law. I said, oh, I was just seen this unit, like, and it's insane, like, it's so big, it's fucking huge, it's all I want, like. And before I started this, I forgot to mention, it's like a picture frame, but what we done, we printed out stuff that we want in the future, so we stuck it all on the board, like, and I think on the board was obviously a unit, like, of my own unit. Yeah, so he allowed me on the site. He said, to be fair, what do you do? Explained again, like I've done with everyone. Said detailing cars is like, it could be one car a week, it could be like 5. Said it varies all the time. He was happy with how long as I paid. Paid him whatever. I remember having the keys on the 1st of April, I think it was. Having the keys, I drove straight down here. I had a look, and then I was like blown away. I came down here with my kids and Law. It was the first time Law seen it. Took photos and stuff, opened the door, and I can't remember the reaction, like, probably like whoa, like, because when it was empty, as you can imagine, when this is empty, it's big enough anyway, but when it's completely empty, there was nothing in it, it was going in here, like, the poor floor was painted, that's about it, it was nothing in here, it was like, it was big. And I'd done a video on it anyway. And then the parents came over and they seen it and they were like shocked how big it was and stuff. Yeah, it started from there, and really the work just, at first I remember the first time I got here, and the first job I had in was like a Ford C-Max, and the goal was to always have cars like driving over there. For some reason I wanted the cars to come in by hand and drive in the corner with all the lights and stuff. I thought, oh yeah, that's sick, like. I remember pulling the Ford, driving her over there, and I run over the hoover pipe, and the customer was in the waiting room, and she said, oh, you just run over your pipe. I said, yeah, it's fine, innit, but yeah, so done all the lights over there. I just wanted a specific bay just for like handover bay, like just wanted it looking pucker. Yeah, done the first job here, which was his Ford C-Max. In time, obviously fitting in with the part-time job, because I still had the part-time job. And the first ever supercar I done was the Audi R8. That was mind blowing, like, to have that in here. It was absolutely insane, like, so that was mad. And then I remember doing the Porsche 911. just a random message I had on Instagram, and I was like, oh, 911, like no way. I remember telling Law, because I still love Porsches then, like so excited. I didn't know, they didn't say what model or shape it was just like a Porsche. So when I pulled up on the camera, couldn't believe it. Like I had to ring the customer to say, how do you start your car, like, because I didn't know how to start the Porsche. I done that and started to get polishing jobs again, booking ceramics, and then I think it was last December, in my part-time job, I had a bit of a confrontation with a staff member in the school. We went pretty bad, not like just a shock they match basically, but then they weren't happy with it, and then basically we lost our job straight away. Like they wanted us off site basically, so like the company I was with kept us on, but we just weren't allowed on our site again, which was mad because when you're there for like 7-8 years, I was there for like a long time. It was like quite mad, like, because you get to know everyone, and it was some good friends here as well. Like you do miss some of them, but it's like, oh, you just move on wherever. And then the company I was with, they were starting to do valeting, funny enough. So they were having a contract in Hutchins. It was completely new for them. So they had this contract in Hutchins valeting cars, and they wanted like to build a team, like, so they wanted to meet us somewhere. So I said, well, why don't you just meet at the unit, like. So the main man from my company, the main man from the company came down here. We had a chat, me, my brother and my friend that I was working with in the school came down here, had a chat. They said like what they want to do and stuff. I said, well, as you can see, this is obviously my priority, like, you're in here. I can give you some time, but like I don't know how longer I can do it, because I need to like concentrate on this, like. But then the thing with that then is that you would still, like, I was always used to having some sort of money every month, guaranteed. So that was the only other side of it. It was either do like valeting or go like completely on your own. So I had a massive decision to make, and it was obviously December, when the greatest time to start it, because like it's winter time, it's dead, it's quiet. I was quiet. So my brother and I remember we all had training in where the company is. Message. Where the company was based, they had a car park and they had this valeting guy. They wanted us to basically train up, like, but they said to me, look, you haven't got to come, but we'll pay you if you come, like. So it's like, oh well, no brainer, I'll come in it. With the boys, it'd be a laugh, like. So we went to the company's like place, and then it was this mobile guy in a van, washing cars, like, and he was telling the boys what to do and stuff. And we put it this way, one of my friends, Blair, then learned more that day than what that valeter was saying, like. So that was stupid. But we done have 3 days, and then they wanted a decision then whether I'm coming on board with the new venture or am I going on my own, like. So then again I had to chat with family stuff, and I was like, oh, do you know what, like, as much as it is like security and stuff, it's only so long you can go on for doing the 2 jobs you can only progress a certain level before you have to like take a jump. And I thought this part of my life, I thought I just need to go full blowing, full time. I need to just knuckle down. I need to just go for it, like. So I said, look, thank you for the opportunity, but I said, I'm just gonna go full time. I said, like, I'm gonna have to. So I said, yeah, fine, that's no problem. But then my brother and Blair, then they actually went there. They worked for a bit. So yeah, from December last year, like, it really hit then. He was like, right, I'm on my own now. I got no security, I got no recurring money every month. I've just got what I get in is what I got, and that is it. Like I still have bills and stuff, still got this overheads to pay. It was scary, like it was scary as hell, because like I was always used to the secondary income. Yeah, it was, I remember earning the money, constantly working. Sometimes it was very low times, like really low. Thinking like, oh, sometimes I wish I took that job for the money and stuff for that. But it was like, and then another month then you're like, oh yeah, I'm flying, thank God I haven't took out of the job, because what I found was when I was in the school, like I've always been like an appointment only sort of business. But when I was in the school, I'd have to book people in, say in the morning or peak afternoon, and then it'd be like from 3 till 6. I can't have any cars in, like, so as much as it's appointment only, you've only got the morning to do it, like. But now I'm on my own, it's full time. It's like literally any time you want, you can get booked in. Like he's great. Like that's the point of it. That's the purpose of it, this business. Like, so yeah, I started doing that, and then we done the first open day. The open days were class. First ever one was really good. You just like the exposure for the business, because if you haven't been here, it's like quite rural area. It's in the middle of nowhere, so to get out there is quite hard. Obviously I'm on social media and stuff, I'm on everything. But yeah, in the area you're in here is literally just farm, like it's nothing. So we drove back to this area, but apart from that, it's perfect, like. So I lost the job, went full time in here, just full time in, and then quite recently then, what you find is the units all like changed and revamped. Let me check this. Used to be come in by here, drive in there, and you'd have the like bay, the handover bay, lovely, yeah, look class. But then it was, and on the side it was always, I used to keep cars for one of my customers, like storage, like. Because it's such a big, like it's 2,000 square foot of space, like it's just quite big, especially when you're on your own. It's ample of space. Don't need it, don't use it. So one of my customers he's got a couple of cars, and he said like, what do you do with the space in the corner? I said, nothing really. I said, it's for a car, like if it's a car I got in next week, I just park it in here, like. He said, it's nothing, like. And he said, oh, would you mind if I store a couple of cars in there, like, and we can make some sort of deal out? I said, oh yeah, go on, and we'll have a chat, like, innit? So come up with a deal, come up with payment stuff, and that was great then, because that was the first ever sort of like, from losing the part-time job, first ever like money, it's guaranteed every month sort of thing. So that was great, and that was going on for I think about gotta be like 18 months surely, something like that, 2 years. So they were always in here. I haven't showed them because I don't really want to, like always kept covered and stuff, kept them clean. And then recently then, that's how I was getting onto this. So I had a chat with that customer actually. He said how's it going and stuff. I said yeah, it's getting a bit stressful now, it's getting quiet. He said it's up and down all the time and stuff, and we had a good chat, like, and he said, well, why can't you have the handover bay, which is per day? There's no reason why you can't have that, like, by her, and then all this space then you'll have, like, can't you just like rent it out to cars, like? So like, or an idea, fair play to him, all credit is due to him, like, it's insane, like, how having a chat with someone who's like so focused on stuff can just like sort you out, like change you, like. So we said yeah, go on, we'll have a go, like. He said post every day, storage, like do a price, do the valet, like, and stuff, just do it every day, consistent all the time, constantly going. So it's like, oh, do you know what, I'm gonna do it, like. So I'd chat with her again and stuff, and he said yeah, do it, like. And I think it's bonkers, like, from the month I started, so I had to obviously get all this done before the open day this year, so that was a hell of a push. I think we all done that in a week or two, but then once this was done, I wanted to then offer storage. They didn't want to offer storage, but me in the process of doing all this crap, like, so after the open day, it was like, right, this time now to knuckle down and get these cars booked in, stored, get some regular money through the door, like actually be a proper good business, like. So I think it was like within a month, this place is full, and there'll be 8 cars in there in October, and that is guaranteed every month, like. It's still mad now thinking about it, but within a month, like, and it's completely changed, like, put into perspective, it's not shy off what I was earning on my part-time job, which is mad, like. So now it's literally concentrate fully on the business side, the detailing, all that sort of stuff, and in fairness, the two of them work so well together, like a detailing company and a car storage company, like it's a no-brainer really if you think about it. Works so well, like. So yeah, credit to James, if you're watching, you probably are, fair play, you switched on, but so that takes us on to now then, at this moment, like, so plans for the business, do I go into it? I don't know, do you want me to go into it? Perhaps that's another video, like this is going to be a long video, maybe that's a separate video, but if you want that video, just comment down below and let me know. But yeah, that's the journey from at the start. Started from nothing, and now I got something, so fair play. It's been a graft, it's been hard work, like. I hope it's inspired some of you. If I have, fair play, just go for it. Like I said, I've come from nothing, like from making my own business cards, printing them out, to something like this, which is quite good, I think. But it's not over yet, there's plenty more to come. I will end this video now. Let me know what you think, let me know what you want to know next in the video. Maybe you want another sit down video like this, maybe you want to, I don't know, give me some ideas. I'm happy to talk and let you know. So yeah, subscribe, like, and I'll see you on the next one.